G'day gamers, Wybot here of Filthy Wybot74 with, believe it or not, Gears of War 3 TDM gameplay on the map Gridlock. Now, I'm up with two other randoms and we're up against a clan, and this is on American Connection. I was playing Gears of War UE this afternoon, and the connection wasn't the best down here in Australia. It was 216 ping. Couldn't get any good gameplay. Had some good games, don't get me wrong, they were fun games, but I just throwing smoke. It's just like you're firing wet peas at your enemy, and yeah, it wasn't great. So I thought I'd jump on some Gears of War 3, and lo and behold, I got a couple of good games, and the connection wasn't that bad. Now, good for me. I felt sorry for the American friends or the Spanish friends I played against over there in your wonderful countries, as I probably sponged a lot, so I apologise in advance for that. But hey, I get a quick kill like that with the Digger. Love Gears of War 3. It's where it really took off for me in the multiplayer gameplay, and it's where I met lots of my friends and started off YouTube with Gears of War 3. So glad to be back on Gridlock. Now, earlier in the week, not long after Valentine's Day, or I think it was during Valentine's Day, there was a rumour going around that Xbox next week are going to make a special announcement or something new in the lineup. Could it be Gears of War 4 news? Could it be the release of Gears of War 4 beta? Because let's think about it, people. The week before, I think it was last week, Rob Ferguson, Gears Viking, head of the coalition, tweeted out, yes, he tweeted out, people, that there could be a Gears of War, he hinted there could be a Gears of War 4 beta around the corner. Now, I am so keen for Gears of War beta 4, because I want to see, 1, what the enemies like, 2, what the multiplayer is like, 3, what the graphics are like, 4, what the characters are like, and most importantly, 5, what the frigging connection is like. Because I know for a fact here, people, that it's not just Australians that are having connection issues. It's everybody across the globe when it comes to Gears of War. And Gears of War fans are die-hard. You cannot deny that. We're more die-hard than the average fan. Or some people say, what about COD fans? Yeah, COD fans, Schmods fans. Let's be honest here. Gears of War gamers are hardcore people. They're usually frustrated, and they've got a lot of reasons to be frustrated about, but they're die-hard, you know. And we haven't had much success with Gears of War 3. We really haven't, people. Judgment was a major letdown. I liked the campaign, but the multiplayer was shite. And Gears of War UE, beautiful graphics, fantastic story, redone to a T, but the connection is an issue. Now, I will say this, a lot of people who played the original Gears of War are a lot better at the game than people like me who predominantly played the Gears of War multiplayer on Gears 2 and more importantly on Gears 3. But it's also a connection issue, people. It also is a connection issue. If we had just as good a connection as we had probably 6 to 8 months ago, I wouldn't be complaining as much. Nowhere near. I'll be putting more effort into Gears of War UE. But that apart from the side, what do you think Microsoft are going to announce? Because in one of their pictures here and there, they had a book with an Xbox One Elite controller in it. And it's interesting. And Major Nelson's been tweeting out a few hints here and there. I think it's on the 25th. February, which is next Tuesday or Wednesday, correct me if I'm wrong. But damn, man, if they've got some Gears of War footage or the beta coming out around the corner, I'm so pumped for that. I'd crank the shit out of that beta because I really want to see what it's like. I think I'm not the only Gears head on the planet that is looking forward to the beta. It looks interesting. You're going to play as Marcus's son. He doesn't have as much as a cranky voice or a croaky voice, which, I don't know, I kind of like that. That kind of like a psychotic voice that Marcus has got. Bernie's probably not in it. She's probably a fossil. That's sad to think about because if you're new to my channel, you know how much I love Bernie. But the thing is, people, it's going to be Gears of War. So, yeah, look, the Division's around the corner. There's a new COD game at the end of the year. There is no Assassin's Creed. There's a lot of good games coming out. Cliffy B's got a game coming out called, I forget the name of it, Overwatch? No, it could be wrong. It might be Overwatch or something else. But Crime Lords, I think it's called. Something like that. Cliffy B. But he said, not long ago, that Gears of War fans will love the campaign. Now, I've heard comments here and there that most people play Gears of War for the campaign. I do believe that is quite true. It is a big seller. But I also do believe a lot of people play the multiplayer. Now, in the beta, I love to see at least 2 different maps and 2 game modes in the multiplayer. I would love that, and I would love a good little basic mission. Boom, check that out. And look at this. I seem to trade with these guys. Look, I did kill a lot of bots, but I did trade with this clan, I tell you. They must have been frightened, because that guy had the better shot of me, and I can't believe I traded. But anyway, I want to see a map or 1 mission on it for sure, and you can co-op. And that's a good beta to me. That's a beta that will really test it, see what the connection's like. And, you know, the one thing I will say is the Coalition, I know they read the messages here and on the forums. I don't answer back, but I know they're sitting there going, "Oh shit, that wasn't great. Oh, I don't want to answer that." But I know they do listen, and they're not that big a studio compared to other studios. So we've got to keep that in mind. So I'm hoping to God that it's going to be fantastic. Look, I totally stuffed this up. Like too much reloading. Why not? So I'm hoping there could be Gears of War 4 news next week. That's what the title's all about. So I'm hoping they do a big announcement. Who knows? I mean, they might be talking about all sorts of crap. They could be talking about a new Kinect, for all I know. Yeah, I know you're not that excited about it, but yay. And what other news? Gears of War 2 is available for backwards compatibility for most people on Xbox Live now. All people, if you own the disc. I mean, if you already own Gears of War UE, you probably already installed it. That's a good thing because hopefully more people will be playing Gears of War 2. Fantastic campaign. Really good campaign. Improvement on the graphics from Gears of War 1. And definitely the multiplayer was the one to play. And look, if anybody wants to hit me up for a 2v2 of Gears of War 2, hit me up. I want to get a video of that next week. So that'd be great. So that's good news for the Gears of War franchise. There's still a bit of, still a lot of people playing it here and there, the Gears of War UE. But, it was good to see a few people playing Gears of War 3 online this afternoon as I trade again with that poor, unfortunate soul. I seem to be trading with him a lot. He must be going, who is this filthy widebot bastard? Anyway, so look, it's one of those things. Let's not get our hopes up. As a Gears of War fan, you always know to be skeptical. Let me know if you're looking forward to the beta, if you want the beta soon, because I've been told Gears of War 4 is coming out later on this year. Yeah, I have. We all know that's good way of coming around. I mean, when you got Cliffy B dropping hints, which he normally very rarely does about any of his games or any games he talks about, and the fact that he's dropped a hint, you know it's not that far away. And of course, Gears Viking trolling us here and there, or having a bit of a laugh. I think the beta, seriously, after the Division beta, which is this weekend, the open beta, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes in before the Division or just after the Division. Because the one thing I can tell you about the Division, I played the alpha and the closed beta, is its movement is a bit similar, believe it or not, to Gears of War. It has that cover-based system. They did have that in the last Ghost Recon, I do believe. So pressing the A button. That's all because of Gears of War, people. So, Gearheads, practice up on the Division. I'm definitely getting it for the Xbox One. Doom's just not that far away, I don't think. Doom's probably a couple of months. Division's next month. Yeah, it's a good year for gamers, I'm hoping. I'm really, really hoping. Now, I should have put in my microphone for these two team members here, these two randoms, because this guy, look at that. I don't mind that movement. He's practicing his wall bouncing. Something I can't do. Unfortunately, he loses his head because, they're a team, they're communicating. He gives it a go. I mean, I should have put him on my microphone because he's worried about this play coming up here, and, it's pretty much goodbye, there goes your head. But it's unfortunate how my last team member cops it. It really is, guys. Like, he could have almost clutched it. He got in here, and I think he picked up the boom, and he didn't realise that there's somebody behind him. And, that's happened to me in a lot of games. So, Frag and Tab, be good today to know you. Tell me what you think. Yes, I did kill all the boss in this game. I do have some more Gears of War 3 footage and some more COD footage down the track, but catch you mofos later.